Maybe they caught some fish today. Too bad their car ended up in the lake instead. The gym is his happy place and the place where he feels relaxed. This driver will probably spend his whole life paying off that luxury yacht. One small mistake turned into a millionaire problem. She's a hidden world-class top model. If you're not careful in traffic, this can happen in seconds. One distraction is enough to destroy everything. One second later, and this could have ended horribly. Luckily, nobody was standing on the other side of the road. People say being a driver is one of the fastest ways to lose your mind. After seeing this traffic, I honestly understand why. Even though the whole city is flooded, this driver is still working. That's dedication on another level.
Yeah, I got a package.
Shoot! No! Get the dog! Ah! Ah! Get the dog! Get the dog! Get your dog! Ah!
The eternal battle between delivery drivers and dogs continues. This clip is another episode of that war.
Yeah, I got a package.
It was overloaded way too much. At that point, flipping over was almost guaranteed. Gymnastics is clearly not her strongest talent. The landing proved that instantly. The moment cameras showed this girl in the crowd, nobody watched the game anymore. The entire stadium suddenly became detectives. He didn't want anyone holding the ladder for him. A few seconds later, he regretted that decision. A lot of people dislike motorcyclists because they can be unpredictable. What's your opinion on this? If you think public transport is crowded in your city, watch this. Suddenly your daily bus ride won't seem that bad. While mowing the grass, she got attacked by bees. Her emergency escape into the pool was actually genius. He didn't drink Red Bull to fly. The wind was simply that strong. It honestly looks like they planned this whole thing for insurance money. Too bad the security camera caught everything. It's unbelievable how he drives in these conditions. When you have friends like these, you really don't need enemies. They always find a way to create chaos. This reminds me of my ex-girlfriend whenever she sees me. These dangerous reptiles are lurking from the depths. The fiery inferno forced everyone to flee. City streets have become a real dance floor. Millimeters separated this car from destruction. A workday turned into a real nightmare. Mystical skyscraper emerges from a thick gray cloud. Guardian Angel was on duty today. An invited guest met the woman at the doorstep. Motorcycle shattered into thousands of pieces. The driver just stood up and brushed off the dust.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah, I'm alright. Thanks.
Animals suddenly ran onto the road. The damage to the car is total.
God.
You do that, I'll phone 999.
Thank you.
Crane barely touched the edge of the building. The entire structure turned into dust. Party was interrupted by a large fiery blast. Everyone scattered in a second. Dynamite is placed in key spots. Seconds separate history from total oblivion. Motorcyclists didn't notice the long metal laugh at all. The impact was direct and extremely violent. Truck flew straight into the fuel dispensers. An explosion hung in the air every second. Tires screeched as the car danced. The driver somehow managed to keep the direction of travel. Heavy vehicle mowed him down at the station. He simply stood up as if nothing had happened. Water bounces off in perfect droplets. Technology has advanced to unprecedented limits today. Turned through the boxes straight onto the road. The driver behind him had to brake suddenly. Ground suddenly began to foam and smoke strangely. A blast followed that blew away the surrounding rocks. Panic ensued in a second inside the building. Everyone fled from the onslaught of the wild silver vehicle. Fortunately, no one was sitting directly in the path of this impact. Nature showed its destructive power today. People sought shelter while everything was flying. The scene after the weather calmed down was truly sad. Second of lapse in concentration could have ended very fatally. The footage shows how fragile we actually are in traffic. Flames spread faster than you think. Security systems reacted immediately to prevent the spread. The question is what was even going through this man's head.
เอ้ารถหลายรอบนี่
โอ้ติดเลยไฟตัวไฟติดเลย
โอ้ยเก่งงั้นรอด
อ่า
ฟอร์จูเนอร์รอด
ไปรอดหมด
นี่วิ่งออกมาแล้วหนึ่งคน
เมียแกวิ่งออกมาก่อน
ตาลุงยังอยู่ในรถตาลุงวิ่งมา
Tires left deep marks on the road. The driver fought with the steering wheel until the last moment. This is a classic example of why speed is strictly limited. The speed at which he was moving was insane. It is a miracle the vehicle didn't flip multiple times. Look at the dust left behind this failed overtaking. Hell on Earth is unfolding right here. Temperatures have become unbearable for all rescue teams. Nature will need years to recover from this disaster. Security cameras captured this sweet moment. Everyone was surprised by the peace this creature emanates. We hope it was returned to nature quickly and safely. They did not know that camera was watching them. Drones are all around us now. Are you someone who believes in fate or not? What do you think actually happened here? We've all had this nightmare before, except it actually happened to her in real life. When he contacted his car insurance company, they couldn't believe him until he sent them this CCTV footage. These people were incredibly lucky that no one was injured here. Even though this looks like a scene from a movie, it actually happened and nobody expected something like this. Before we continue, a quick announcement. In the next clip, we'll be revealing a huge giveaway you definitely don't want to miss. So stay tuned because something exciting is coming your way. When you think your day can't get any worse, trust me, it can. They used to be best friends, but she later found out her boyfriend was stolen. The truck's brakes failed, and there was no way to stop it except like this. Luckily, no one was injured, and material damage can always be repaired. He had probably never been to a hospital before, so he didn't know how to sit on this examination table. Life in tropical regions seems very appealing to me, but after a few videos like this, I'd honestly choose Antarctica. At least there are no crawling creatures there. Security camera footage shows a sudden fire starting in the battery of his electric motorcycle. Luckily, he reacted quickly and prevented a much bigger disaster. A satisfying domino effect, although the downside is that he ended up losing his job. It's really hard to understand how some people manage to pass their driving test. Luckily here, no one was injured. I think this man is the luckiest person in the world. I'm wondering what was even being washed in this washing machine. The truck driver couldn't stop and somehow managed to avoid the vehicles already waiting at the traffic light in an unbelievable way. If this wasn't Vin Diesel behind the wheel, I don't know who it was. I think their trip got canceled right there. He had just bought the car and wasn't used to using the handbrake yet. He learned it the hard way. They were away from home for a few hours and thought their son was old enough not to need a babysitter, but CCTV footage shows a massive flood that completely submerged the entire city, including their garage. Water levels rose rapidly, leaving almost no time to react. In the end, everything was left underwater. No one could have expected this to happen. A perfect day to chill, but the wind completely ruined the experience. Nature is always unpredictable, and we never know when things will change. Before we continue, a quick announcement. In the next clip, we'll be revealing a huge giveaway you definitely don't want to miss. So stay tuned because something exciting is coming your way. They tried to save the new glass door, but the wind was too strong. This is exactly why you need to service your vehicles regularly. Managing to balance a huge truck like this, especially if it was carrying cement, is truly incredible. He had a feeling something might go wrong, and in the end that instinct saved him from a disaster. She didn't wait for her boyfriend to buy her that toy. She got it herself instead. Congratulations. He was enjoying his motorcycle ride through nature when he suddenly came across a family of elephants in the middle of the road. Realizing this wasn't exactly his lane, he quickly turned around. That's one way to end a peaceful ride. He looks ready for action. Maybe they actually need the diet they keep avoiding. She should have been a bit more gentle with these fragile doors here. Incredible CCTV footage. Luckily, our furry friend managed to escape. Spaghetti obviously have their own plans for tonight. The birthday girl definitely didn't expect this kind of a birthday present. The birds decided to create total chaos on her shoulder. Drunk Captain successfully missed the entire pedestrian part of the bridge. boxing champion managed to miss a target the size of a watermelon. Toddler tested the maximum speed of his new sneakers on the grass. Motorcycle continued straight, while nature set clear boundaries of movement. Caffeine certainly ruined his mood after he glanced through the cafe window. She definitely has a very interesting pet. This clip is both hilarious and sad at the same time. They clean these urns once a year, but look what happened. Whenever it rains, some drivers suddenly forget how to drive. The roads turn into pure chaos. For him, this was an extremely stressful moment. He had to stop for a minute just to calm down. Has this ever happened to you? This woman clearly has a lot more patience than I do. He finally got a beautiful sunny day. Sadly, the good luck didn't last very long. This man only realized later how lucky he actually was. A truck came off and started a chain reaction, but thankfully nobody got hurt. This is literally me and my brother whenever we try to build something. It always turns into a disaster somehow. Even though the station is nearby, I think I'd skip this one. I didn't bring swimming shorts anyway. Talk about being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Some moments feel unreal. If this doesn't look like the beginning of From, I don't know what does. The atmosphere is terrifying. He forgot to pull the handbrake on his car. A few moments later, the car ended up in the lake.
Oh my god!
I think his whole life flashed before his eyes in that moment. That was way too close. Videos like this always remind me of my girlfriend and her driving skills.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
Every ride feels like an adventure. Switching from a manual to an automatic car takes some time to get used to.
我一定看到去考警察，去你常开车的地方摆摊。我一定
摆在骑机轮胎门口。
This is truly a 1 in a million situation. Somehow, these crazy moments keep happening more often lately.
谁的？他的吗？不是啊，还在开啊，不是他的。
This guy was obviously very bored in life. He turned a parking gate into his personal obstacle course. In the end, he still had to pay because he broke the barrier. Definitely not worth it. The wind was so strong it started ripping parts of buildings apart. Nature can become dangerous in seconds. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, tell us in the comments which country you're watching from. We'd love to know where most of our amazing audience is coming from. Maybe he should stick to relaxing walks instead of extreme sports. An unbelievable security camera moment happened at the railway crossing. The truck tried crossing even though the train alarm was already active, but disaster was avoided in the final second. This is exactly the kind of situation people mean when they say the wind is strong enough to carry people away. Nature can get scary fast. An incredible video of a massive storm approaching. These people are either very brave or completely fearless for walking toward it. My girlfriend always knows how to make a dramatic entrance so everyone notices her. Somehow chaos follows every time. He was peacefully riding his bike home, but this turned into a day he'll never forget. A family of bears blocked his path, but luckily he escaped safely. For some reason, this is one of the most fascinating things I can watch. The moment nature starts creating something powerful is unreal. A funny situation happened when two Google Maps cars met while filming and updating the roads. It looked like neither of them had a driver's license. This honestly turned out as perfectly as possible without causing an accident. Timing saved everyone here. Her cleaner really did an excellent job cleaning the apartment. Family gatherings are always a show. It looks like something extremely spicy was eaten here. Their reactions say it all. She tried filming an interesting story for her Instagram. Sadly, things did not go according to plan. She put her birdcage outside to get some fresh air and sunlight. But after this, maybe getting a dog or cat would be a safer idea. This expedition looked way too intense. This mother was way too focused on scrolling through TikTok. Sometimes distractions lead to chaos. From the very beginning of this clip, I could already predict the ending. Some fails are just too obvious. Every beginning is difficult, including this girl's first day. At least she'll never forget it. Looks like this girl was simply too powerful for the pull-up bar. That thing never stood a chance. This is exactly how my girlfriend always arrives. Always stay careful and watch your belongings. I think we've all been in this situation before, especially on a Monday after a long weekend. Maybe he practiced that move from Kill Bill a little too much. One mistake could destroy everything. The important thing is that she's at the beach. Nothing can ruin her mood while she's enjoying the sea. It was supposed to be a relaxing afternoon watching their favorite TV show. Then suddenly part of the house collapsed. Luckily without injuries. This driver had excellent reflexes and stopped just in time. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, tell us in the comments which country you're watching from. We'd love to know where most of our amazing audience is coming from. Looks like this cafe won't be serving coffee with milk today. They just ran out in the worst possible way. This guy completely forgot what he was transporting, acting like he was in Fast and Furious. Real life doesn't work like the movies. Just a little more and it would have been legendary. The father was too distracted by his own thoughts, and his little son wandered away. Luckily, a neighbor nearby safely brought the child back home. Some people honestly confuse me. There's clearly fresh concrete here, yet they still try walking and driving over it like it's normal. Their guardian angel was definitely working overtime today. They were incredibly lucky to walk away without injuries. Some people play too many video games and forget what real life is. I'm honestly surprised this driver thought he could climb such a steep hill, especially while driving a truck full of concrete. She definitely got a good leg workout today, probably more than she expected. I'd love living in Asia, but these unexpected reptile visitors would terrify me. Some things are hard to get used to. Maybe his coworkers overinflated the tire on purpose just to make a viral video. Either way, this looked dangerous. This thief was caught very quickly thanks to the security camera. Looks like he needs to recalibrate the garage door sensor a little better. Now he'll probably need to buy a new one. People at the beach notice something strange floating in the water. Do you think it's some unknown creature or just a plastic bag? An incredible natural phenomenon happened right next to him. Rain was falling only a few meters away while he stayed completely dry. Nature is truly unbelievable sometimes. Just look at this pink water. It feels like a dream to walk there. Before we continue, a quick announcement. In the next clip, we'll be revealing a huge giveaway you definitely don't want to miss. So stay tuned because something exciting is coming your way. We keep searching for aliens in space. Maybe they've actually been here among us the whole time. Would you dare walk underneath this waterfall? It looks both relaxing and terrifying at the same time.
That's some serious rain.
Are we like for sure like way safer in here than out there?
Almost the entire mountain started collapsing. Thankfully, nobody got hurt during this terrifying moment.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
That's an oarfish.
This strange fish looks more like a Pokemon creature than a real animal. Nature keeps surprising us.
Maybe he smelled the fish blood or something.
Using his metal detector, he found something absolutely unbelievable. This discovery was enough to change his and his parents' lives forever. Lately, more and more people have been noticing these strange trails in the sky. What do you think they really are?
这啥情况呢？
这啥意思？
这还有道光线似的呢。哎，老弟，大哥，你看这边那线咋回事？
The fish in this lake suddenly started acting very strangely. All of them began jumping at the same time. A truly fascinating moment happened when two rainbows crossed over each other. It almost looks unreal. Imagine going to the beach to relax and enjoy fresh air, then seeing this. I'd honestly think I was dreaming. I think even a bad fisherman could catch something here. This video proves that happiness really doesn't require much. There's actually a beautiful lesson hidden in this moment. A truly embarrassing moment, although maybe not for everyone watching. Some people would never recover from this. This is what happens when you blindly follow GPS navigation. Maybe he'd be more careful if it was actually his own car and not a rental. Even from a distance, this looks terrifying. Still, thanks to the person who recorded this unbelievable moment. This is definitely one of those 1 in a million situations caught on camera. Perfect timing made this possible. These bees picked a very unusual place to build their nest. Nature always finds creative ways to survive. What everyone really wants to know is how this giant ship ended up here. The whole situation makes no sense. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, let us know in the comments which country you're watching from. We'd love to see where our amazing audience is watching from around the world.
Same thing to the tourists.
It's very unusual seeing such a massive animal come this close to humans. This is honestly one of the most beautiful things I've seen lately. Do you think this was beginner's luck, or is he secretly an expert fisherman? Catching a monster like this is insane. This honestly looks like Venom on vacation enjoying the ocean. The resemblance is crazy. If I knew how to swim properly, I'd actually love trying this. It looks incredibly relaxing and peaceful. This was definitely love at first sight. Some connections happen instantly. Do you think they should call a veterinarian, or is this completely normal behavior? It looks a little strange. A very interesting art installation placed in the middle of nowhere. I'd honestly be excited if I found this randomly. A giant snake was hanging above them on the tree branch while they were walking. Luckily, they noticed it just in time.
在树上抓很难。啊？在这个树上抓很难，我要让它下来。
Security cameras captured a lightning strike hitting near the neighbor's house. Nature can become terrifying within seconds. Does this look like snow falling off the building to you? The arrival of the massive storm looks beautiful and terrifying at the same time. Another incredible storm video, this time filmed from the beach. They should probably run before it gets much worse. A perfect day for sunbathing suddenly turned into a real moments before disaster situation. Maybe time in this video is literally made of origami paper. Apocalyptic scenes above our heads will make you rub your eyes. It seems someone up there forgot to turn off the stove. A million wings created a real traffic collapse in the air. It looks like every bird in the region got an invitation to the same party. Forget about the classic shooing of sea creatures. Our main character here is actually trying to dance with them, but without much success. Scientists should urgently study these little comedians. They are so tiny that it's hard for them to hide their own clumsiness. Unidentified objects decided to spice up a boring afternoon in the neighborhood. If these aren't guests from space. This unusual spring looks like it violates all the laws of physics. Instead of flowing, this water literally wobbles like jelly. The green beauty stands proudly and catches the eyes of all passersby. Even those who don't like flora must admit it looks perfect. Fire can't do anything to it even after a few minutes of direct flame. Scientists should check if this plant is actually from another planet. This underwater creature walks sideways as if he owns the entire beach. His mini claws are ready for action if you get too close. Thick layers of smog and clouds hid the familiar city streets. It looks as if the buildings are literally floating in the air above us. A terrifying vortex of dust and wind rushes toward an unknown target. Scientists would probably have 1,000 questions if they saw this crazy video. Pink and purple tones created a perfect natural art piece. Any photographer would give anything to be in this place. A one-in-a-million coincidence. Luckily, no one was injured here. Cars can be repaired, but human lives are what truly matter. Are you ready for the new summer hairstyle trend? A strange cactus formation they randomly discovered while walking. From a distance, it looked like something extraterrestrial. I can't even imagine how this man felt when he saw this scene. A lot of people modify their car suspension, but this is truly next level. People will truly risk a lot just for a good video.
ये पुल भी क्रैक हो गया पता है क्रैक सारा क्रैक हो गया पुल किधर क्रैक हालाली इधर पुल देखा
Maybe they accidentally discovered an easier way to break the ice for fishing on a frozen lake. From today, the ball is officially banned inside the house. Even though Mouse broke into her house like this, what's really impressive is how calm the girl stayed. Really impressive. He had damage on his car and had no idea where it came from. When he checked the security camera footage, he couldn't believe what actually caused it. They removed the leaves and left the trunk for tomorrow, which could have seriously injured people. Luckily, no one was hurt when the tree eventually came down. This boy on the motorcycle had no idea in that moment how lucky he actually was, and how close he came to a disaster in a split second without even realizing it. They were away from home for a few days, and in that time their house was briefly taken over by this wild animal. Luckily, he had a camera in the car that recorded everything. A reckless driver, for several reasons, fled the scene after hitting the vehicle in front. However, the police quickly found him and he was held accountable. I just wonder what they are actually doing here and who even came up with this idea. Animals never stop surprising us every single day.
Yo, that one's fat as
It's only in clips like this that we see how unstoppable nature really is once it starts tearing everything down in its path. This is one of the craziest things I've ever seen caught on CCTV. I don't think he realized what actually happened here. What do you think? Is this real? Some kind of magic or just a fake trick? They had no idea that in just a few seconds, the storm would completely destroy their house. Everything changed almost instantly as the weather turned violent. There was no time left to react or save anything. Before we continue, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, let us know in the comments which country you're watching from. We'd love to see where most of our amazing audience is coming from. This is one of the best street performers ever. Just look at how he plays the drums. Maybe we still have time before robots replace us. Does anyone know? Let us know in the comments if this is a normal engine test for an aircraft. Man versus wasp, and in this case it's point for the wasp. Worst of all, it was all caught on a doorbell camera. If he had taken a few steps forward, the outcome here would have been very different. Luckily, he didn't. There's no messing around with her. She has superhuman strength. Things are not always what they seem, but she definitely didn't notice the camera at first. It might look like an interesting clip, but this was actually a very dangerous situation where, luckily, no one was injured. We often see clips of dogs chasing delivery workers and causing trouble while they're doing their job. But this time it's a bit different with cats. This one clearly really loves the delivery driver.